What if the biggest barrier to your next breakthrough is not due to lack of resources, but a fear of the unknown? We often shy away from risk, but what if calculated leaps are actually the fastest path to incredible growth and impact? This video reveals the hidden power of strategic risk-taking. I really want you to forget everything you think you know about playing it safe. If we're looking at the most successful people in the world, they aren't avoiding risk, they're just mastering it. So let's talk about the psychology of opportunity. How risk unlocks growth. The first point I want to touch on is breaking through limiting beliefs and expanding your comfort zone. Are you sitting in a place, or are you always hanging out in a place where you feel like you shouldn't be in, and the only thing that stops you from getting away from that comfort zone is because you're comfortable? But how do you expect growth if nothing challenges you? It's like playing the same game each and every day and becoming the best at it, knowing that you could get to another level if you decided to just try on maybe a different technique. You could be the best at your level at doing a certain thing that you do, but what if someone beats you just because they decided to try a different way, the way that they're not very comfortable or used to? And that, my friend, is called growth. So through that journey, you'll be developing resilience and adaptability through navigating uncertainty. So a lot of us fear, and a lot of us don't do certain things because of uncertainty. Once you realize that nothing can stop you, literally that not many things will lead you to the end, quote unquote, you start adapting, like you start becoming stronger and more courageous, and knowing that like failure is just part of the process. So it's like this resilience is not because you did everything right. No, the resilience is because you weren't used to doing something, you did it, you found out that not everything went right, and you have to sit down to kind of process everything, you know? And I think that's where most people just stop, where they don't even take that leap of faith of trying the new thing, because they're scared of uncertainty. One of the things that I strive for the most is to become innovative, so unlocking innovation and also creativity. So this challenges you to kind of be different, try new things, try something that you're not good at. For example, for me, building a clothing brand, I've always been bad at art or drawing, but then I had to get out of my comfort zone to get designs ready, you know? And sure, you could pay someone to do it for you, but if you don't get the money, then how are you gonna advance? You have to do it yourself until you become better at it. And it just takes resilience, and you have to adapt to the skills that you have, but you always have to look for a certain amount of like per se not giving a fuck. And I think that's one of the best things that I've learned through growing my own brand and business. So now let's talk about the practical frameworks, things that you can put into practice. So maybe take a pen or your laptop or your tablet, whatever you can write on. The first thing is, or the first question you need to ask yourself is, what is the worst case scenario? This is an exercise that you can just prepare. Before you want to start something, you can just write down what's the worst case scenario. This video, I've uploaded many videos on YouTube now. Some have 20 views and I spent a few hours editing it. Some have 0 views, but what's the worst case scenario? You know, that one day that these videos will be seen by a lot of people, sure, but if not, is onto the next video until I learned how maybe to edit better or do things better. So the worst case scenario is that you will just need to work on the skill and continue working until you can get the viewers or the people who are listening to you to relate to your message. So write what is the worst case scenario, and you'll realize that worst case scenario sometimes is so minimal, and that minimal thing is what's stopping you from achieving the things that you want to achieve in life. Minimizing exposure and maximizing learning. So small bets for me, it would really just mean that like you have small goals. For me, it's not about getting the views right now, it's about being consistent. So that's the small bet I have with myself. To focus on uploading, focus on filming, focus on editing. These skills I will need to get better at. But if I don't film anything, or I don't come up with new ideas of things, then I won't be better at these skills. So, small bets. Write down small goals that you want to achieve. Not the amount of subscribers that you want, because these are long-term goals. Not the amount of views per video. Just things that will make you, or will help you be more consistent while uploading, on YouTube or on TikTok or on Instagram. And these skills that you will earn and craft and become better at will help you in the long term to improve the quality of the content that you're making. Then the third, which I think is one of the most important, is building a support system, but also seeking expert guidance. So on YouTube you have a lot of people who can give you advice, can show you how to edit, YouTube is like a university, and it's free. So take advantage of that. So now that you're prepared for your next leap of faith, embrace the future of calculated risks. Remember the keyword calculated risk. You're not just taking any risk for any reason. You should see and map out the future that you want for yourself and see the risks that you need to take in order to achieve those goals, right? So this is one thing I want you to do, is to identify one calculated risks you've taken in the last year and explore it in the next coming weeks. See if that decision that you made a few months to a year ago were the right decisions for you. And if not, then recalculate your decision, that risk. But if you just stay in it and now you're comfortable in the situation that you're in, see if it's benefiting you, see if you've grown in the last month or year or however long. But don't ever stay stagnant, okay? So thank you for watching. My name is Kevin, and I hope this video kind of helped you and it guided you a little bit. If you could, please subscribe, like, and share the video to help a friend out, someone maybe that's a founder or wants to take a big risk in the next coming weeks. And I hope you have a great day. And yes, I've been Kevin, and thank you.